also streamed directly to the Facebook website of the festival, but also on YouTube. It goes on YouTube as well.
Thank you very much, Marek, for this opportunity. For Polish friend, I want just remind the structure of projects, that it's web platform, pandemic media space, also 6 lecture, 14 new work with composer media artist. About this project, it's very simple to find information in Facebook. And next things is essential new point of view at the musical creativity. And just I can talk that the first lecture of our project, it was a lecture of Leonid Grabowski, founder of Ukrainian algorithmic music. Leonid Alexandrovich, thank you very much for your participation today.
Thank you. So, by the way, when it would be video available on the internet?
Very. Антон, ти чуєш, що відбувається? Так.
Вже всі питають мене.
5 minutes. Okay. I want just talk a little bit about. You can find the lecture of Leonid Alexandrovich Grabowski very soon. I think 3 days or 4 days. But now I just want to present a little bit that Leonid Alexandrovich used folklore material from Yevdocha Zoicha works. Use separately melodical line, melodical profile, and separately use it generated with system. Oh, Anton have the presentation. Thank you, Anton. So Anton, you can change next slide. Yes. Oh, again, next.
This is a list of my written figures used in Concerto Misterioso.
Anton, next, please.
This is a page of Concerto Misterioso.
Here is the page of music, and it's very fantastic idea to melange mathematic things with folklore. I think it's absolutely revolutionary point of view. Anton, next. Anton, next. S'il vous plaît. So I have also some experience in algorithmic composition. It's the start of idea of air mechanics, my piece for instrumental ensemble. It's very simple idea to use also like profile of gravitation lines. And Anton, you can change or not. Next. Yes, it's some structure like idea to make some texture of piece with different generated line. Anton, next. It's also generated rhythm with computer with combination of these 3 possibility to have some idea of space center, movement in gravitation, counter gravitation. Anton, next. Also, yes, it's like a page of this composition, and very simple. Next, Anton. Yes, and Anton, you can talk about pandemic media space yourself.
Wait a minute, I need to switch off.
Chini.
Louder, please, Anton. There is not.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Like now. Okay.
Yes. Now I could briefly talk about our project, Pandemic Media Space, in which we involve in which we are gathering the data about COVID changing COVID cases, death cases, and recovered cases from all countries that give this data freely. And also we are using the data from different weather stations in which we could search the data about air pollution, weather, temperature, and etc. And we are using this data in all artistic projects. Like we compose some music about it, based on this data, making some media artist projects, and it's a project between the Polish Society for Electroacoustic Music and the Ukrainian Association of Electroacoustic Music. In this project, we have involved now 14 different 14 composers and media artists from 7 from Ukraine and 7 from Poland that makes their works based on this data. And after this, after they will make this their projects, we publish in
Anton, sorry,
site.
just about site of
Site.
not project.
Good.
Site.
Yes. Now in the site we can access to the data. You could now you can access to the data via typing the country name in this field. You could access to COVID data, temperature, air quality, weather. You could see this data. This example shows the graph about data that we get from about Ukraine COVID situation. This graph shows data about temperature and so on. Also, we could download this data, download it in format of JSON or TXT, as well as screenshot of these graphs. Also, there is another graphics about air quality and the weather type that you can access via our site. Also download this as separate screens. And also another, we have a feature to see the globe with these different air quality changes, wind speed, and another options we could visualize using this globe. And in maybe next week or two, we plan to get to our site template patch for Max with this patch actually with which could transfer OST data via into your local network, into your computer, that you could use with different software that as example it's super colliders and many open music, and even internally in the Max using the sending and receiving OSC data that we get from this those data files. There is the example of this data. We receiving the numbers, mostly the list of numbers, and the COVID data we receiving from the start point of where the testing was started.
Anton,
But
I would just talk about that This next page, it's work of next. Mhm. Yes, it's
This-
about piece of Olena. Can you a little bit talk about this also?
This is actually work. This is work that already made by Olena Elnitska, which it's this work for the only for acoustic instruments, as you could see, for soprano, violin, violoncello, and piano. That also involving that also need to participation of conductor, that which based on the algorithms, which uses data from our site, especially air quality, humidity, pressure, wind degree, and weather data. Actually, the clouds on the sky,
Next.
this is soprano part of.
No, it's like principle of work with different little. The next page we can use this like system. For example, of air quality system between pitch and number. Next, please, Anton. The same principle to generate pitch of piano. Next. Also, it's an example to work with to produce rhythm from this list of data. Tak dalej też. Yes, and for example, data of pressure. It was idea to use in cello part, and Olena developed individual system also for use different number and pitch. Dalej. The same for violin in next. Voila. It's like a fragment of piece, and so it's a finished work, and very interesting to think. Also, I like very much idea to use extra number in the part of voices. Marek, can you also talk about pandemic media spice something?
Am I still audible? I don't know. Wait a minute. I have the. Perhaps you should stop sharing the screen, maybe, for a moment. I'm on now. Yes, well, the project is quite extended. We are in the middle of the project. In fact, the deadline, the final date for all those 14 pieces, that's our wish, is the end of January. We're quite intensive meeting recently, and I even hope that we can show something on the during the festival, but finally we decided that the lecture of Artur is part of our project already. So that's the best, I think, to present his project. I think we should also be able to put the concepts of all those projects, because they were already articulated by our young friends. And that would be also possible to get acquainted, to get familiar with the basic topics and details inside. They should be available on the website of our project very soon. And well, they're all working. So we have one programmer from your side. We have several composers are involved also in programming in different media. So they're not really pure composers. That's a very important aspect when you read the concept of the project. There are also sound artists. There are also performers. So this is the mixed media, in fact, project. So I think that that's the if you accept Allah, I think is a very good moment to give the turn to Arthur, because that's his lecture, and he should write. I will be also leaving in a certain moment because we have the concert at 6 o'clock at the academy, the physical space. So I can also recommend also my festival, which runs in the same time now, Audio Art Festival, audio.art.pl. So all events also with lectures are available already. So whenever something happens, it's there. So that's very good, and that's very good recommendation to all others people. So when we stream, in fact, we extend the reception in time. This is the big change in a pandemic time, that even now we have several people watching us. This is small number. The concerts are visited now afterwards, so the audience is growing after the event. That's also quite interesting and very important for us as organizers, because we think that we have small audience. No. The audience is spreading out in time now. That the space is almost invisible. So that's how the whole process evaluates now, and that's also quite important. So we should remind also on the Facebook, on other platforms, the events. So that's quite important for me. The quite important notice to know that we are now in different locations. This is the most important part of existence, a presence. But in fact, the present is moving, So that's quite interesting to check it out. How does it work? So I recommend very much Pandemic Media Space as a very original and outstanding project. And let's give the turn to Arthur. Arthur, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you. So first of all, welcome to all the wonderful guests from the Pandemic Media Space and Audio Art Festival. I wanted to show you actually the thing that I was presenting and performing with one of the guests which are with us, Anna Kalvaitis, which is a performer in this feature performance. First of all, maybe I show you the teaser which I created especially for this. I hope the voice is good. Maybe again, give me a sec. All right.
I think maybe it's a small problem with sound, Arthur.
No. This is the started sound.
Okay. Because at the beginning it was more clear. When you share, do you click? Do you check this special two boxes? Because those are always essential by sharing
All right.
a
So
video. And so the best would be perhaps to stop and start again with this button, the two boxes on the button.
all right. Advanced. Okay. Now should be good. Yeah, so that was the teaser of our feature performance with Anna Kalvaitis and Dorota Androsz. And first of all, I want to say a little bit how it was made. Like we met actually online during whole this time. Like we were preparing it for I think, more than 1 month. And in real life, I met Anna Kalvaitis like half year after the first performance. I never met her before. And this is kind of interesting that you can work through online and create your own comfort zone, actually, because right now we are streaming from our homes. Yeah, so our homes are really comfortable. And we were working on this project, like you know, we were discussing a lot what we want to achieve in this. Unfortunately, I think Anna is logged off. Ah, there is Anna. Anna, do you hear me? I don't know if she's hearing us. Okay. So we were working on it for like 2 weeks to prepare like the concept idea, and we wanted something connected to the revolution, to the conceptual things of Noam Chomsky, Tomasz Aleksandrowicz. We were using their text and analyzing them. And my role was to create like a different realities for different characters in this feature performance. You can see this feature performance on YouTube. I can send you the link if you are interested and haven't seen it yet after the presentation. And what I wanted to achieve, like, there was 3 characters. One was like a real revolutionist. The second one was a guy which is believing in the this, you know, strange theories. They are called teorie spiskowe. Conspiracy theories. And the third person was a performer which trying to survive this strange state we were living in, like in a you know, lockdown. And also we created like 2 video clips especially for this performance. Yeah, and I will show you a little bit from the technical side, because that I was trying also to share how I created that. So maybe I will share a screen right now. Okay. Oh, this is kind of strange, but okay. So, first of all, I was using Resolume Arena, which I have like a bot version, and it helped me to, you know, mix the visuals on the way. And the second program was, I hope it's still showing, give me a sec. Yeah, the second program was Touch Designer, which I also show you with the pandemic media space, which I'm preparing. But Touch Designer helps you a lot with many things to connect. Like you can connect screen, you can connect sound, and you can control it by the, you know, interactive media like Kinect, like Leap Motion, like Neo device. And here you have like really easy way how you can grab the screen. And with screen grabbing, it was the best solution, because also I was using Hamachi system. I will show you, like only the name, but Hamachi system, it's a system where you can stream your stuff, but it wasn't good enough. So I decided, okay, so I have this Touch Designer also commercial version, and there is really easy step like to grab screen grab things. So here you have screen grab, and I was cutting the things that it's showing on zoom, so I was also using the zoom. So when you cut it, you can cut it really easily. Even I can cut myself. for example, like little small screen, it won't be, of course, a good quality, but I want to present you how to easy do it. And you can send this screen grab to Spout. Siphon spout out, you name it here. And when you go back to the Resolume, it's really beautiful that in advanced system, you can add the slides, for example, and in this slice, I can get, for example, the second monitor. And the sources you have here, I hope you see that, and you have this Touch Designer's siphon spout out. So this is a little screen right now. Oh, right now we will have the echo. It's because it's using like the same system. So right now it will create an echo in a Namjoon Pike style. But it should, grab the screen from the Touch Designer for sure. All right, okay. This is creating echo right now, but believe me, if I grab something like different, it will give you a proper view. So with screen grabs, I grabbed the picture of the Anna Kalvaitis and Dorota Androsz, and I was distorting it through the various effects on Resolume Arena. For example, right now I'm kind of distorted also with the effects. You have effects here. And it's easy to create something, unique, original in an easy way and using only these effects from Resolume. Yeah, now I'm going back to Pandemic Media Space, which is also like a great project. And what I can say about it, it's like with Professor Marek Hołoniewski, we using a lot like live media, live streaming media. So I decided to create this project, this composition with live streaming, which we will get from a program which is created especially for Pandemic Media Space. And also what I discovered that if you change the name here, instead of Kiev, you can put Krakow, or you can put, Warsaw or city somewhere, and you can get this data live. Here is through OSC. I'm getting the data, and I'm using them to create a special. Right now, this is my idea, but I don't know in which way it will evolve. I will be creating a shepherd's stone, which is connected live to the data of pressure of streaming place. Oh, sorry. Again. Yeah, this is my idea for now. And live, you can also connect this data to Resolume, to Touch Designer, and use it in a different ways. Like Touch Designer lets you to create, for example, easily distorting images, for example. Like you know, we have agreed. This is like a sample of it. So this is a noise, and you have a lot of, you know, things that you can change here. And everything can be done live. You know, like I can use, for example, for this air humidity, but I need to map it, like change the ranges. Oh, all right. For example. And right now it's reacting for the air humidity in Kiev somehow. Yeah, and I think that's all. Feel free to ask questions because, you know, I showed you the thing, but it's good to have a questions if you understand and, or I don't know, have some question to my words.
So my question, Arthur, would be how much the data you are capturing from the website of the project can be shared with other members, or whether they can be shared outside in a way that you are processing them, but then they are also part of outlet links to the other projects. Whether we can open kind of internal collaborations with this
We can share, actually, we can share easily data from Touch Designer. And because the data is getting like one change through 10 seconds, so it should work good. And we can connect through OS out or touch out. There is also a function like touch out, which is working also the same as OSC. So only you press network ports and connect touch designers. It should be tested, of course, because here you, oh wait, I'm not sharing the screen, sorry, here. Here you have network ports, and for example, this is touch out, and this is like additive various media, because I decided to split it through the 6 parts because I had like 6 change data. I hope that there will be a data about COVID because it's still not accessible on the OSC, but it would be great to have it and use it somehow in our live performances. And yeah, we can actually connect our computers through different, you know, things and different stuff which we want to, you know, connect. Like I was also thinking about, instead of using this shepherd stone, I was thinking about using some kind of more good programs for that from Native Instruments Society, but I didn't have time to, you know, doing research about it.
Okay, then I have another short question according to the title of your lecture, because the title is Discomforting Social Distance, Creation of Theatrical Performance through Various Media During Pandemic Lockdown.
Yeah, so I was talking about, you know, how I create Zoomit, and this was theatrical performance which actually for me was a comfort one. Like I was feeling comfortable at home preparing it, and discomforting. It's like when you stay too much time in front of computer, it can be a discomfort, of course. And instead of meeting people in real life, you are meeting people in a virtual life, which can be dangerous also.
But
That's why I was using and playing with this word discomfort, because yeah, it can be for a longer time discomfort, of course.
because I saw several of your recent performances in different places, in Battle Club in Krakow, but also in Brain Club in Bydgoszcz. So if you can show us some excerpts from those performances, because I think they are really crucial, how we can deal with these restrictions and limits and still showing being with the performance in the physical space, which are quite known in a way. So Battle Club in Krakow was one of the last, was still working even of the restriction, but also respecting restrictions very much. So
Yes.
I think that with this public discussion, with our very official announcements from our government, we lost completely the trust recently,
Yes.
and also from the other side, the belief which should be based on the very practical decisions of us and protecting ourselves. There's a space in between. So the art in trouble is in this space. So we are running our festival, and we know exactly what we are talking about, because we've been in such a traps several times. The space is completely locked, but we are doing things there, yeah, with a limited.
Yeah, so I want to say, like, I'm with my no art stuff, because I name myself no art. I try to create like a discomfort zone, which starts people to think about why, creating the discomfort zone. And discomfort zones, which I created, are actually not so discomfort, but they are harsh to get into. And right now we are all are in a kind of discomfort zone with our governments, with our restrictions, not our restrictions, but with the restrictions. We need to take care about ourselves, about our health, and about our people around us, especially. So this kind of discomfort zone, which I created in Musk, on screen, it was especially like noisy stuff which you can stand for a longer time to make you think about it. Like we need to do something with that, yeah. And yeah, this is kind of thinking, I guess. And even
So, mhm. so
how you
can
are. Oh, excuse me.
can you show us some of those? Because I was
Yeah,
really
sure.
I was really happy to see those interview actions in Musk, or your performance in Battle. I was also quite astonished, and with the same person you mentioned about them on the beginning of the lecture.
Yeah, so performance in battle. Maybe I start with performance in battle. The performance in battle was like third stage of our performance with Zoom It, because the first one was on an exhibition Gdańsk Online, and the second one was on Facebook, I guess, and the third one was I was confronting myself actually with the real audience, and my friends were performing from their homes, like Dorota and Anya, and I was performing actually live, but in battle. And we add to the performance questions to make audience interactive with the actors, I can say, yeah. And it was kind of, you know, interesting interaction, because we started to ask really main and you know, like strong questions. And yeah, it was kind of interesting. You can see all the performances on the YouTube.
Can you get us the link on the chat?
Yes.
You can give us
Yeah.
on the
I will
chat,
give
because
you
that's
the
perhaps
link
the
in the
best.
chat. I don't know if there is a link from Battle, because the Battle was streaming that online, but I can send you the links from the different. Give me a sec. Okay, on the chat I sent. This should be, I will check it. Oh, actually, this is to check ourselves, but this is the second one. Oh yeah. So we can watch it later, of course. And I will show you the things that I presented in Musk on screen. Mm.
No sound. Is that correct? Is that correct?
There is no sound?
Not in my computer.
All right, sorry. Now should be.
No, we don't have.
No, but did you check those two boxes while sharing, because this is always a trap. But in fact, the best is to give us the link, because then,
Yeah, I will send the link maybe.
if you can put it now to chat.
Yeah. And maybe. Oh, all right. This is the fragment with my work, because there was many
I
interesting
didn't get it.
interesting working with various.
Did you send to everyone? Because
Yeah, I send it in chat right now.
but I didn't get it, so perhaps you didn't put to everyone, but to
Ah,
certain person.
sorry, I put it only to Yannick. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Do it again to
It's
everyone.
my. Oh, sorry, everyone. This is free links.
We got it. Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
And I have also the question: do you think that your work can be also performed in a physical space, or rather only on the web? Because this is also the very important issue and concern inside pandemic media space. Thinking on the background as also like have a immersive
Yeah,
video space.
it can be. Actually, I'm preparing that my work for pandemic media space.
Uh-huh.
That it can be performed anywhere, and it will have like streaming side, like what I get from data from pandemic media space program. I will generate the thing from this data. So actually it can be streamed everywhere. Like I can do it everywhere with my computer actually. Yeah, and I'm preparing, like I will be playing mostly with the Shepherd's Stone. So for me, Pandemia is like, like, wait, give me a sec. Like a collapse, we are collapsing in some kind of space right now. This is like a crazy moment of our lives. So collapsing and ascending, I hope, after that. So I want to create this kind of feel.
Because I think that's quite interesting aspect also on other technologies you are using intensively in most of your project. I mean, lasers can be also connected with this project during the live performance. Yes.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
And
And
I think that
I can distort lasers with this, like sinusoid shape or something. I was thinking in a like minimalistic way, and yeah, something like this.
because I think that this is that would be good example. I sent the link to one of your pieces, which is a very special combination between the noisy background, which is I think typical for the data which are receiving from different locations, like a multiple data, and then we have a very concerned, a very precise data of something. So I don't know whether this is the correct, but what I can do, I can well provoke you a little bit, and we can check whether this one can be even sent from my computer. If not, then you can do it by yourself. In
Yeah. I can show.
This
I
is
can
my
even show
proposal.
it on.
Because this is one of recent work of Arthur, really crazy. I would like to. I see that this is the direction also you can go with project.
Yeah, so I can tell something about this project. We can stop, please,
Okay,
Marek.
I stop.
It's like I call it black laser because there is no such thing like black light, but this is why I created this video clip, and this is kind of a mixture of the program I created for the laser beam and the granular synthesis which I'm using from the Borderlands application, which on it I can mix it live. So yeah, this was actually a live performance recorded, and the same you see on the screen, like with the black lines, you will see on the lasers. So yeah, it's a kind of interesting thing. And also, of course, thank you, Marek, because this is a kind of improvisation on the samples, which I created especially for this performance. And improvisation really opened me like for this kind of experimentations, I think, yeah.
So, can you imagine that you are using this system, which was in fact the system for this laser work generation with your direct control. But when we extend to the data coming from our pandemic system, I think that would be quite interesting to check it out, because then is a kind of visualization of processes, of the life processes. Of course, with one very important remark, that mostly the data coming from weather, from humidity, all those things, they are long evaluations. They're evaluating very long. But this is a matter which we talk also with Piotr Made, which is with us, that in fact there's a matter of scaling. Because when you put the system more fragile, more detailed, more precise, then it reacts for those really small changes. Of course, you're right that the time scale is also kind of low resolution.
Yeah, the time.
It's not 1 second like in biofeedback systems or GPS system. It's like 1 second scan.
We can use lasers in bigger spaces, of course, and do it as an installation, like long-term installation, working during for whole night and reacting on the pressure, reacting on the data taken from this OST. And yeah, I can create some kind of waves. I think I was thinking in a wave way, like oscillators, and yeah, it can be interesting installation.
Yeah, because it's
online,
then
like,
it's more like an installation piece than the short piece. Yes, this is so the people are coming, they are watching, capturing the momentary status of data, and it can be also spread it out on many screens also.
Yeah, and what I want to say, I smoke intentionally because what I want to like show, like we are all in our comfort zones right now, and it doesn't, disturb anyone. Like I'm smoking, so this will
Not yet.
Yeah, maybe we will have devices of the smell in the future.
Yeah, well, we have them, which are detecting different components. Well, starting from the fire sensors, of course. Or
Yes,
smoke sensors.
smoke sensors. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I have one here above me,
great.
so it should blink from moment to moment. Yeah, well, I just want to remind, because I think this video PC, which in fact is like a time transformation of another live performance, is very interesting issue with this project called Pandemic Media Space, because this time paradigm is very important. We have this project working already, since the person who programmed the website, it stays there. It stays there like a potential, From time to time, we capture those data, we test it, and it's still the core, the stage, the arena of the system is there, waiting for artists and composers invited to make a use of this. So I think that paradoxically, it's not so difficult. Difficult is when you need to compose it, but for testing, I think it can be.
It's like a live approach for it's a approach like you are using live this data, and yeah, it can be interesting using with this native instruments programs. I will try to use it also because I think I didn't install it yet, but probably through OST you can control many different pitches or sounds in programs. I'm just, wondering, because what I created right now, it's like a shepherd stone. I play again, connected to this data. Give me a sec, something's crashed, I think. No, all right, because I changed the pitch. So, give me a sec. 0 to 0. Oh, all right. It's like on the pitch of air pressure from Kiev.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's do it.
I will show you what's going on. So it's connected in this way that I have like LFO systems connected to the audio oscillators, and they again are connected to LFO systems and again to audio oscillators. And here in a base frequency, I connected this RQ pressure.
Uh-huh. So we hear something.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, a little bit, yes. Now, not now,
Give
but
me a sec.
before
Maybe
there was
the
something.
same system. It's better now?
No.
Right. So maybe it is. Because I should be hearable.
Okay. Get it? Get it?
So we have this nice shepherd stone. And we can even change it, like divide it to maybe.
But you are connected the air pressure sensor from Kiev at the moment.
Yeah. It's like
I hear some noises. That's either
it's my microphone.
from your computer or Eva, because Eva has microphone not muted. I see on the list one person who has no microphone muted.
All right.
So you can change now to another parameter like humidity factor or
Yeah. Live like easily. I will humidity, connect community. Give me a sec.
Can you turn the volume on a little
Like
bit more?
really quiet. Because the base frequency is quite low, but it's interesting for me. It's like, all right, this is kind of space, sound space, which can be, reacting on the air pressure or air humidity. Right now, humidity, and probably for
Can you
COVID.
can you use them? You can use them together, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, easily. Or you can separate them for different sounds.
That's why I was showing Touch Designer, because you can easily connect everything through OSC to parameters of audio oscillators or LFO. I can change even here like a style of the curve. Right now it's Gaussian. We can do a triangle. Yeah, like it's great to play with this.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So that was the end of my questions.
Thank you very much, Marek.
No, because I will be leaving soon because we have the concert and I promise the performers to be a little bit earlier. We have to check to make a last check. We are streaming live and that's the two group of technicians involved in these two teams involved, and sometimes you need better synchronization. That's right.
So good luck with the
Yes.
preparations.
Thanks a lot. So the other questions, please, because I think that I see Alisa, I see, of course, our great friend Leonid with us, but also Olena Ilnicka, Sergi, Eva, Oleksi, Aleksander Ostrowski, Oksana Czepelyk, Alona Karawaj. That's really great to be with all of you. And Eva on the last line. And I know that there are several people, because I've got some messages from my students that are following online on the website.
Oh, great.
Website also. Mina and Noah, they are there, you know, our Erasmus students from Switzerland, and Claudio as well from Spain. So good luck. So I think that Ala, I will be leaving in a moment.
Thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Marek.
Goodbye. All the best.
I think the questions of Marek, it was very good to provoke Artur to continue to present something. You proposed for us to prepare some touch designer applications, and perhaps you can to continue to little bit talk about this connection between work of composer and work of touch designer and with the artist now. It's very productive because now we have a lot of composers with us after.
Yeah, like I showed you the thing on the touch designer, and I totally recommend it to maybe use it in your works. I showed you the things that you can connect the visual stuff in the Resolume arena. Yeah, like from my side, it's like I think that's all. Like I don't know, maybe there is some other questions specifically. I don't know.
Maybe could you please share the touch designer file, or
Yeah, I can share it, of course.
yeah, maybe in the group or somewhere.
It's really easy done, so maybe I put the air pressure because it was working a better thing and send you. And it's really simple, right now it's really simple, so you can check how it's working. And I will send it later, maybe, because even this file is really give me a sec. Shepherd Stone. I will name it Pandemic Media Space. Okay, I will send you even here right now. All you need to do also is like to turn on the program you sent in Pandemic Media Space. Oh, here is the file in chat.
Which program did you mean?
Because we've got the program which was sent to read the data live. It was called PAM SP WinOSC. I think it was sent like a month ago from the programmers. I have only one question: if it will be possible to get data about COVID deaths, for example, because also we can connect this data to create some special sound or visuals, and it would be great to get it in this program.
Did you started this program in Windows or Mac?
Windows. I have a Windows.
Yeah, because I didn't manage in Mac.
All right. So there is a version for this program in on I think Max. I don't know. I have only the PAMI. I will share the screen again. I had this from Pandemic Media Space zip file, but I think it was for PC. I don't know if there was a version for Mac.
And what did you do? What did you press? Because you have to install some additional software, or?
No. This is working like live, the program, and in Touch Designer, you have the option where you can use OSC in. It's like OSC in, and you press only the network port, because this program is working on a network port on 7770. So you put it here, and you should get this data. Oh, right now it's working. So that's why I use Touch Designer, because it's easy to get this data and use it somehow, you know, for example, in this shepherd stones.
Do you know how often the data is updated?
It's once 10 seconds.
Is
Data
this-
is updating once per 10 seconds. So it's a kind of harsh, but of course the humidity, pressure of the air in the places are not changing so much. So that's why I was thinking in this way, that shepherd stone, it's like constant mostly. So for my installation, I will prepare it in a shepherd stone, because yeah, you can slightly change the differences, and you can actually program even slightly differences in maths jobs. Yeah, you have math job, and you can change it you can change the ranges of the things here.
Yeah, so you assume that your composition will be changing every 10 seconds.
Yes. It's like an installation, more like an installation, I think it will be. We'll see, because, you know, if we get some more data about, for example, about COVID deaths, it can react on a different way, which, you know, I don't know yet what I will connect with COVID deaths, but maybe it will be a scream, like louder and louder, you know, for example, would be nice.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
On
you, Alisa.
Perhaps Olena, Ilnitska, you finished your works, and perhaps it's interesting to talk with Arthur about idea to work with different data. Olena.
Hello, everybody. I'm not ready. Hello.
Hello, hello. We are hearing you.
Yes, Olena, you can speak Poland if you want.
But I don't know what... Добре, я не знаю, про що ви вже поговорили, я ж пізно приєдналась.
Ні, ми ні про що. Ти з того часу, якби ти, коли Артур показує, ти вже практично була. Я кажу, що ти закінчила твір, ти можеш говорити по-польськи. Тобто ось ці різноманітні інтерпретації, які можуть бути даних, як ти це відчувала на увазі?
Просто дивіться, я зараз під'єднана від телефона, хіба що я зараз від'єднаюсь від ноутбука.
Дуже добре чути, все гаразд.
Просто я не зможу нічого показати.
А ми вже твоє все показали. Ну, як ти, картинки показали.
Ну, добре. Ну, добре. Ну, використовую в моєму творze dane jakości powietrza, humidity, co to jest, to wilgotność, tak, wilgotności, ciśnienia, pogody i jeszcze czegoś już. Nie jestem gotowa teraz mówić. Tak naprawdę, szczerze mówiąc, najpierw nie wiedziałam w ogóle od czego zacząć, dlatego że bardzo dużo liczb było i jakoś nie wiedziałam naprawdę jak to zastosować. Ale kiedy zdecydowałam, że jaki będzie zespół, to znaczy, że to będzie sopran, wiolonczela i fortepian, to oczywiście, że zrozumiałam, że warto zaczynać od soprana. No i dla soprana zastosowałam dane air quality, dlatego że Państwo chyba wie, że dane tam są bardzo różne i te liczby są czasem bardzo, bardzo duża różnica pomiędzy tymi liczbami. Na przykład 1 i może być tam, nie wiem, bardzo duża różnica. Dlatego nie wiedziałam, co robić, ale air quality, dlaczego zastosowałam? Dlatego, że tam takie skala nie bardzo duża. Tam prawie od 1 do może gdzieś tam 73, gdzieś tak. No i zdecydowałam, że to będzie tak, 1 to będzie pół ton. To znaczy odliczam od pierwszej nuty taką ilość pół tonu, jaka jest liczba, tak? Ale gdy to jest na przykład 5, to bardzo dobrze, tak? To jest tylko kwarta. Ale gdy to jest na przykład 60, to już trochę za dużo. I oczywiście, że rozwiązanie mogłoby być po prostu zmienić oktawę. Ale nie chciałam zmienić oktawy i pomyślałam, że tam, gdzie liczby są bardzo duże i przekraczają granice skali sopranowej, to będzie po prostu szum. Tak, to jest strona dźwiękowa, to znaczy wysoty, tak, wysoty dźwięku. Strona rytmiczna w partii soprana była dowolna, dlatego że to myślałam trochę o tym, jak to będą śpiewali, dlatego to znaczy śpiewały, dlatego nie mogłam zastosować skali rytmicznej do partii soprana, dlatego że to bardzo by było trudno do wykonania. Ale skalę rytmiczną zastosowałam do skrzypiec, dlatego że później jeszcze zdecydowałam, że to muszą być skrzypce też. Właśnie dla strony rytmicznej. I do rytmu zastosowałam chyba też air quality. Wykorzystuję te dane 2 razy do rytmu. Pierwszy raz to było...
Олено, вибач, будь ласка, а от чого я перебуваю, а от Саме і якась ідейна історія тобі як композиторці, от я, чи ти розділяєш ось ці ідеї Артура Ліса про те, що це є не комфортний час? Як ти це як композитор відчуваєш? Чи є якісь спільні, do you have some different or common sensation about pandemic situation, like mental problem for compositions? От, тобто, чи ти відчуваєш, що це є такий подібне ставлення до музичної творчості як до чогось некомфортного, і що ти підкреслила це в своєму tворі?
Nie, nie. Oczywiście teraz sytuacja jest bardzo trudna, zwłaszcza dla muzyków, ale gdy chodzi o kompozytorach, po prostu o pisaniu muzyki, nie o jej wykonaniu, to sytuacja dla mnie jest nawet może trochę lepsza. Trochę więcej czasu czasem może być. Nie, w moim utworze też, o co mówię, nie chciałam zastosowywać dane dotyczące COVID-u w ogóle. Stosowałam tylko dane dotyczące po prostu nie chcę akcentować uwagi na tym. Ja rozumiem, że to jest bardzo tragicznie, cały świat cierpi. Mam dużo znajomych, nawet z mojej rodziny, których chorowali, ale nie chcę o tym pisać w muzyce. No, nawet wykorzystywać jakieś liczby.
Дякую.
Dlatego mój utwór, dlaczego utwór się nazywa Clouds in the Sky? Dlatego, że na początku to po prostu miały być jakieś głoski, jakieś dźwięki, partia soprano. Ale później pomyślałam, dlaczego nie wykorzystać te słowa clear sky, co tam jeszcze, no dane dotyczące pogody. Po prostu tekst, no, czy jak to po polsku, tekst, tak? Partia soprano to jest dane dotyczące pogody.
Дякую. Дякую. Артур, what where are you?
Here.
So it's a very different vector of artistic approach to this method of composition, of method of creation, of artistic reflection, and it's very interesting that it's not your first project in the pandemic, because you worked in theater project, and so it was like big, not big, but some first reaction, first reflection in pandemic situation. It was to już było zrobione. Sorry for my English. But I hope that pandemic data is not just idea to try something, but also it's I like very much this idea to structure, to reflection, to make absolutely personal vector of view. And so thank you very much for this idea, for this presentation, for this lecture.
Thank you very much also for...
I hope absolutely that your also visual part of Zoom, it was the best. I like very much like artistic, little artistic things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for everybody.
Thank you, Olena and Leonid Alexandrovich, Marek, and all participants. Lisa, thank you very much. And see you next lecture with Peter Madej. And see you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye,
Thank you,
Alisa.
Artur.
Thank you, Piotrek, Janek. Thank you, Ala.
And